Hey guys, I'm Alanna. I use she, her pronouns, and today I'm going to be teaching you an everyday feminizing makeup look. So I usually start with eye makeup because I'm a little bit of a messy painter and then get eyeshadow all over my face. So that way I can clean everything up before I do the rest of my face. So I like to start with an eye primer. So this one here I'm using is the Essence Color Intensifying Primer, and that helps your eyeshadow stay better put without creasing and also makes your colors more vibrant, which is more important if you're doing a bright look, but also helps if you're doing a more neutral look. So you just start by putting that on your eyelids and blend it in. So once your eyeshadow primer is dried down, then it's time to do your eyeshadow. So I'm using this CoverGirl neutral palette. It's called True Naked Nudes. And the eyeshadow brushes I'm using are by EcoTools. So these are actually some of my favorite brushes. They're super soft and you can get them at Walmart or Shoppers. I think you can buy them on Amazon. And they're really great for doing your eye makeup. So I like to start with kind of a medium shade. So I'm gonna do this one here, right, using my fluffy brush to blend it into the crease. So now I'm going to use a more dense kind of brush to use a little bit of a slightly darker shade, this kind of sparkly brown one I like, and put that towards the outside of your eyelids. And then you just kind of blend it in. Since we're working on more of an everyday look, it's totally okay if it's more of a subtle eye makeup look. I'm usually more one for something really vibrant and over the top, but I love these kinds of looks too. And now you'll see that I've got eyeshadow all over here, which is why I do my eyes first. So next I like to use a lighter color shade here in the inner corners and on my brow bone. That helps to brighten up your eyes. And if you have more of like a low set brow, it helps to make that look a little bit higher and more feminine. So I'm going to use this shimmery pale shade here. I like a lot of it. Put that just underneath your brow. And then the same thing here on the inside. So to do eyeliner, if you don't have an eyeliner, if you have one of these like flat angled brushes, you can just use your eyeshadow and help you use that as if it was eyeliner. So I'm gonna do that first. So I'll use this black color. Knocking things over with my elbow. And using the eyeshadow instead of real eyeliner can be a little bit more subtle for a daytime look. But for today, I'm gonna use some black eyeliner as well. So at this point, I'm gonna use a makeup wipe to wipe off all this stuff that's fallen down on my cheeks. Especially when you're getting started, you might make a huge mess all the time. I still do. And so this just makes it easier to clean things up. And then you can have a nice clean line there. So if you want to do like a winged eyeliner, you can use this as a guide. So I'm using this NYX black liquid eyeliner. The actual name is worn off. So rather than trying to do like one continuous line, that's really hard and it's harder to make your eyes look even. If you do little short brush strokes and connect them up, that makes it a little bit easier to get a more even line. And I love a winged eyeliner. I think it looks so cute. So one side done, and then we do the same on the other side. And I'm right-handed, so I like to start on the outside on my left eye just because I find that's a little bit easier. So now I've got the other side done. It's hard to make them a little bit even, but your eyes are like sisters and not twins. So if they're not exactly the same, that's okay. And when you're using the liquid eyeliner, sometimes when you blink, you get it all over underneath your eye until it dries. So if you keep your makeup wipe handy, you can clean that up. So now that our eyes are done, it's time to move on and do your face. So if you start with a primer, this is the NYX Pore Filler. That just helps your foundation apply a little more smoothly. So you just put it on. Just apply it with your fingers. So once your primer's on, now it's time to do your concealer. So if you're trying to cover up like a facial hair shadow or anything like that, an orange toned color corrector can help neutralize those darker tones. So you put that on first before you put on the rest of your makeup. And that's the NYX HD Studio Concealer. Got this weird rash on my nose from wearing a mask all day at work. So I'll cover that up. And then you just blend it in with your finger. And now I'm going to put on my foundation. So this is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. So you can use a brush to apply your foundation or your fingers, whatever you like. I'm going to use a sponge. I'm going to put a little bit more concealer under my eyes just to cover up those dark circles now. And if you put it on in more of like this sort of triangle shape, rather than just following the dark circles, that helps it look a little more natural once you blend it out. And just try and get right up under your eyelashes there. And now I'm going to put on this NYX matte finishing powder just to absorb any oil and help keep myself from getting too shiny. So just use a fluffy brush, tap off the extra, and brush it on. So I know contouring is very popular right now, but it can be hard to get it exactly right, and a really harsh contour can kind of have the opposite effect that what you want. So if you try and just use a more subtle contour color, this is a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and just focus kind of out here. I wouldn't contour too much around your jawline because making your jawline look more sharp can kind of counteract your feminizing intention. So I'll just do a little bit here. And this one smells really good. And it's pretty subtle. So next I'm gonna do blush. So I've got an Essence blush. And you wanna apply it more so on the apples of your cheeks rather than doing like a line of blush, because again, this will make you look a little more youthful and feminine. So use a fluffy kind of blush brush just here on the cheeks, and then you can spread it back. Did a little much. And now I'm gonna do some highlighting, which is my favorite part. I love everything sparkly. So this is the NYX Strobe Genius, which has obviously been very well loved. So just getting some on my finger and applying it here along the tops of my cheekbones. I love a very glittery highlighter, but for a more daytime look, this sort of subtle shimmer will look more natural. And put a little bit on your nose too. So now that I have my face done and my eyes done, I'm gonna put on the finishing touches. So I'm gonna fill in my brows a little bit. My brows are pretty full, so I'll just concentrate it here towards the end. You can buy a dedicated brow powder, or if there's a shade in your matte shade in your eyeshadow palette that matches you. This one matches my eyebrows pretty well. So you use another flat brush and just concentrate on the more sparse areas. A little bit here at the front end. And now I'm gonna do my eyelashes. So curling your eyelashes will really help with opening your eyes up and making them look bigger and brighter. So if you just use an eyelash curler, some people do this before they do their eye makeup. I usually do it after, just because I'm poking around so much while I do it that I end up having to do it again at the end. And then you use your eye mascara. I love the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. That's my favorite mascara. And so you just apply it here. And the other side. And don't be afraid to put on multiple coats. So I don't usually put eyeliner on my bottom lash line just because I find on me it ends up getting really smudged and looks really messy. But if you're going to do it, I would go more so for the eyeshadow and the flat brush, just because liquid liner or something can look a little bit more harsh on your lower lash line. But I do put mascara on my lower lashes, just a little bit, and I kind of go to the side when I'm doing this, just getting the ends. And if you have like a setting spray, this is the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. That can just help your makeup last a bit better, especially if you're out like dancing or doing something where you might be getting sweaty. Helps your makeup last longer. And then for your lips, if you have a lipstick that is a little more neutral, of course I love any kind of lipstick, any colors, and I think a red lip looks great on everybody, but like a tinted lip balm, this is Vaseline Lip Therapy, is a little more subtle for a daytime look. And that's it. So that's my everyday feminizing makeup. If you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to me through the Rainbow Resource Youth page. And I would love to see your makeup looks and to encourage you all to practice your makeup and to show it to us. If you send us your makeup look, we're gonna choose one person to win a $25 Sephora gift card, so that can help you get some of your wish list of makeup. And yeah. So thank you for tuning in, and I can't wait to see your looks, and hit me up if you have any questions.